ever made that no one knows. Sandlot.
You must have enjoyed yourself down in Irvine over the week.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fun.
Yeah, Coach Turner said to say hello to you.
Yeah, he's a good man, and I'm very happy. I didn't realize it was their first time.
Ever.
I knew by the reaction. I was like, man, they're excited. But that was awesome. Awesome for the kids, and Coach Turner, he's really turned that program around.
You talk about experience with these difficult losses that you suffered like yesterday. How will that help you down the road?
I never know. You assume they will. You'd love to win the difficult games over loss. I mean, we've won some too, but you forget the wins. You always remember the losses. That was last night was one of those interesting ones, because there were times where at the beginning of the game I thought we were going to win, going away, and then the game got away from us. And the fact that we fought our way back into the game, that was one where we were coming back to get back into the game. And then we had a lot of opportunities. Our defense down the stretch was fantastic. They make a three by probably the guy that if you picked before the game. But he made it and he shot it. And we could have taken that away even. So there's a lot of good lessons.
Your thoughts on Blake, how he says he feels good right now?
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's all you needed him to feel better with the minutes that he got. I wasn't worried about his legs or anything. Just being hit, falling, and hit the floor a lot. So the fact that he came out and he feels pretty good is a good sign.
There's only 15 games left in the season. What changes for you as you kind of hit this stretch run?
You're a little more. You're staying focused, but you start paying attention to detail. In execution. Our guys know I'm a big stickler with execution, and down the stretch you become even more so because you have to be. We start really pointing out little things. Every possession is a 48-minute game, and last night there's a lot of single possessions that you can go all the way back. We do the hack of whoever we had, and it worked. The guy missed 2 free throws. We get the ball and we take a shot, or we try to even take a shot before the last shot. It leads to 1 point for them. That's the difference in a game. We had a foul to end the halftime. With 1.1 on the clock, where that should never happen. That was 2. That's 3 points. Those are the difference in a playoff game. And so that's where, at this point forward, we really focus on eliminating the human error. Hamilton is walking. There he is. So he's better than we thought. So that's good. No. And then Jamal's out for a while. So
you mentioned this yesterday. Do you plan to keep Hamilton?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys normally don't practice after a game.
Yeah.
Was it because it was a 12:30 game, or
it was planned already.
Okay.
Yeah. Most of the things we do are actually planned.
Well, sometimes.
And I do cancel the plans, but they're usually planned. And we looked at 12:30 game. We have plenty of time to recover. We've done that practice, no shoot around thing a lot. And I think it's a good thing to get into.
Doc, you guys have had to go 15-0 to match your win record from last season.
So.
Do you feel like you guys have taken a step back at all? Or?
No, I can care less about that. So, it's all about what we do in the playoffs. And we, advance. Are you going to remember? Exactly. So I don't care one way or the other with that.
Is Chris going through a series of just bad luck right now? Chris, is he just going through a series meaning the turnovers, missed shots, things like that?
Yeah, and I think he, obviously he wants to win. Sometimes he wants to win too much. It could be all those things. He's had a couple, he ball off his foot, missed shots, but he's made some too. But we still like him in that role, And overall, I think down the stretch we have to do a better job as a team in executing and trusting.
JJ said he wanted Blake to be more aggressive. Is that something you kind of have to ease back into a little bit just because you're out for 5 weeks?
I've never missed that much or was that good to know, so I'm not sure. I just think you throw him out there, you let him play through it, and it'll work out. He'll be Blake. You know that, and the more you play him, the better chance of that is to happening, so you just allow it to happen. Sometimes it's right away, sometimes it takes a while, and you never know when.
Back in 2006, did you guys give much consideration drafting JJ?
I don't remember. To be honest. That's 2006, by the way. But I've always been a big fan. I will say that. I know it's been documented. We had 2 or 3 deals we thought with Orlando when I was in Boston. It just never materialized. So we've always liked him. I like players like that. You need 1 or 2. If you need 2 in your team, it's phenomenal because you have 2 movers. But it's nice to have 1. It's not a lot anymore in our league. It's just not a lot of guys that play that well without the ball. That's probably sad. It should be more.
He had 15 shots in the game yesterday. He'd averaged about 14 or 15 with Blake out.
Yeah.
Do you still expect for him to take that many shots?
Oh, yeah, he'll still get his shots, yeah. The more shots he's getting usually means we're really moving the ball.
How much you like White?
Not to sign me to a second
We probably will, but I haven't clearly decided.
How much you like watching the tournament?
I like it, I don't watch it that much as close as I used to, but I do watch it, it depends for me if I have something else to do, like film or game, but if I have a day off, and I like watching. I love it's just the excitement and the emotion, the pure emotion by some of the young kids.
Even by the interplay, those 5 turnovers, you said nearly triple double in his first game back. Do you like that? That's part of that?
Yeah. I thought we should have done it more. We clearly that second unit group in the second half found a rhythm, with Blake. That was the best group with Blake was that second unit group because they let him push the ball up the floor, and Austin and Nate just ran the floor. And in a lot of ways, it was an inverted fast break. And it was funny watching it on film and talking to some of their coaches. That created a huge problem for them because they're used to the guards up on the ball, and it inverted their defense. And I think we got Nate a 3. Austin got a layup. We got another open shot because they didn't know where the help was from. So I think we have to do that more with our stars. You guys done? That's it?
That's it.
That's all you have for me?
Easy.
That was nice. It was a nice event. I went last year. I think I went last year.
Yeah, we already won last
Yeah,
year.
with Chris. So, but that was a nice event.
That's your figure skating tips?
Yeah. The tip was never get